wanted to do a video to show or give a test to people to see. A lot of people are afraid to buy the tobacco and get started with this because they think that the professional rollers just work magic, that they're so talented that there's no way you're going to be able to do this. That's really not true. It's not anywhere near as hard or as difficult as people make it out to be. So I've devised a test for those who are reluctant to go buy tobacco and make the commitment and possibly fail. Here's a test. You could get up, you could go do it right now in your kitchen. Very simple test, and I'll show you what it entails. This is a leaf of sago that I would use for binder leaf. Paper towel. Gonna lay that on, and that's about the size of the leaf right there, right here. And the stem runs down the middle. If you notice also, I don't know if you can see this, but the stem of the leaf is running at an angle. So the leaf that we just made an outline of looks like this. You have the stem in the middle, and you have, this is very important to understand, is the angle of these guys. And this will be with you. This is something you'll use every time you roll, and it's really important with the wrapper and the binder. Doesn't matter on the filler. So there you go. There's that size right there. We take that. I'm going to take this off. And you would take this, remove the center stem, and you'd have two halves like that. Paper towel, by the way, is the same thickness, it's the same texture, it's so similar to the leaf that if you can't roll the paper towel, you can't roll the leaf. But if you can do this, then you can do this, because it's identical. They're both so similar. You can get up and try it right now. So we made that pattern. I'm quickly going to cut this out. And it will depict our leaf. Okay, so there it is. We devein this. We pull this apart, pull that center vein out, and I'd have the two leaf halves. We're not going to do this right now. We're just going to stay with the paper towel, just for our test to see if you can do it. The veins on the other side, they all run that way. This takes a few minutes, and I'm going to demonstrate a couple different rolling methods so you understand that also. So I have that, and I have a couple that I pre-made over here. So I got a couple piles over here. This I would use as my binder, and this is extremely important to understand that when you're going to roll this, I'm going to use two pieces of binder. The angle of this, I'm going to put that like that. Put that one down, and I want the angles to be matching. I'm going to lay that one on top of that one. So I have a double layer, and all my veins are going this way, so when I roll, I'm rolling perpendicular to that line. Here's the same leaves over here. Now a normal entubado roll would be where the roller takes the leaf like this, the entire leaf. He then twists that up, he rolls that up, like this. Then, after he gets the bunch made, he rips the top off here, rips the bottom off here, and stuffs the remainder into the bunch. I changed that up a little bit. I truly believe in the entubado method. But here's what I do. So I take the leaves like this, and I make a stack of them, and I cut them in half. Just like that. So now I've taken that, and I have that pile, I have a stack there. Now, if I were to do a book method, the book method is stacked like this, and you take this stack, and you take it, and you roll it into a cigar. Now that's not too hard right there to do. That is a book method of rolling. We're not going to do that, but that's what book method is. The zigzag method, or accordion method, is where you take the leaf, where they take the whole leaf, and they take it like this, and they go back and forth like an accordion, and just have flat against each other. We're not going to do that either. We're going to do an entubado, but it's modified. I'm going to take each half of these leaves. I'm going to take that leaf, which is a good length for a cigar, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to roll it into a tube, a straw, like a drinking straw. Okay? And I'm going to put it in my hand. I have my fingers I can use, so I can reach over, pick up another leaf, and I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to roll that one into a tubular little drinking straw also. And I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to continue, which I could have Seco, Velato, I could have whatever blend I want, but they're all going to be put in the same entubado method, one after another, after another. And just continue doing this over and over until I'm feeling in my hand the thickness of the cigar. Keep rolling them up. One this way, one that way, invert them. I'm starting to feel a little bit of weight there. I'm going to keep putting them in until I feel that that's a pretty good amount right there, which that's enough for our experimental cigar right now. What have I got? I got a bunch of little tubes of rolled tobacco there. If you look at it this way, you can see they're all little tubes there. The real tobacco is going to work exactly like this. So I got a bunch of tubes, not too hard, holding in my hand. Now what's important, I got my binder, I got the angle that I'm going to lay this on, because this wants to follow that angle all the way up, and I'm ready to roll. Now, I could put it on, I could be tilted a little this way, or a little too far that way, or where do I go? You want to be kind of at this direct straight angle on here. If you get it wrong, I'm going to show you, we're going to re-roll it, and we're going to take it back apart and redo it. And the real tobacco works the same way. So we take this, we put it on here, we tuck this over. I got my bunch, it's a bunch of straws right here. I want to make sure that as I roll it, they all stay parallel to one another, that they don't get twisted. We're going to roll it and roll it. As you can see, we're going to roll that thing right up into a cigar. There you go. Now, if I get to a point and something's wrong, now what I would do would be roll that all the way up, simply take a pair of scissors, cut the end here, cut the thing there, and put it in my mold. But let's say I did it wrong. Oh my goodness. No panic. Put it back down and unroll it. Take it back off, take it back down, pull your bunch back out. You can see all the little roll tubes in there. Get it squared away again, get it straightened out, make sure my angles are right. Take our bunch and get them, keep doing it until you get it right. Don't just settle for whatever it gives you. You're in control. Get it back in, start it again. Let's get it going, make sure this stays straight, and we're gonna have a beautiful drawing Entubado cigar. Yes, it's done a little bit differently, but I don't have any, this takes a little more time actually than the conventional Entubado method, the way I'm doing it. We're gonna roll that up. If I had cigar glue, I would put some glue on here now. I would glue there, and roll that right up. Take that like that. Cut this end off, cut that end off, and I've got a little Entubado cigar that, very inexpensively for a beginner, I could have my PVC, and I can take this cigar, put it in my PVC, put that on, slide that in, and in 30 minutes or an hour or whenever, I've got a nice little cigar to roll in there. It's going to be nice and smooth and perfectly straight. A very, very smokable cigar. This cigar right here would smoke better than the majority in your brick and mortar places because they're rolled on a Lieberman bunching machine. This is a much better way to go, and give it a try. If you can do this, if you can roll this up as simply as you saw me do with this, real tobacco works exactly the same as this paper towel. So go in the kitchen, get a paper towel, and see if you can roll that up. And after you roll it, look at the end. You'll see all the little tubes right in there looking at you, and it's going to have a beautiful, nice draw on it. And it's the easiest way you can do it. It's very, very simple. So give it a try. The next video we try is we'll do with real tobacco, and we'll take you through the following steps from there. But this guide with the lines and the way the binder's done and the way the Entubado is done, it's so easy, you're not going to believe it. Good luck.